Myself, thank you, because if the trend continues, we may very well control one house of the Congress for the first time in a quarter of a century.
The Iranians still twisted their knives in the wounds inflicted on Carter. They would not release the hostages until the moment of Reagan's inauguration.
Mr. President, are the hostages out?
Can't say yet.
I, Ronald Reagan, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability,
And will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help you God.
So help me God.
May I congratulate you, sir.
History itself had closed on Carter, but television had been the stage manager. And one of America's great television performers was now President of the United States.
Television is not a medium that gets people to think. It doesn't get people, force them to turn their brains on. What it does is to create impressions. And so as far as the issues are concerned, people don't think more about the issues because of what they hear in a debate. They don't decide, well, this man believes more than I do, more as I do. They think more of the personal impression. Now, whether that's the best way to select a candidate, a president or a senator or what have you, is, I think, highly questionable.
People look at the news and look at the presidency in much the same way that they look at their sitcoms and soap operas, and expect to be entertained and expect to be emotionally involved. And unless a president and a White House knows how to fit into that pattern, they are caught short.
I believe that basically a candidate running for office is applying to the public for a job as their leader. And I know of no job situation, no job interview that takes place the way the debates take place. Can any of you think of any situation where you've gone to apply for a job where they have the 7 or 8 other candidates applying for that job come in and start picking on you while you're being interviewed? I know of no such thing in real life.
It's a question of personality and ability to project, which comes from inside if you want. But unless you're a performer and competent, at least competent at it, forget the presidency.
Television condenses things. It brings it down to the 30 or 60-second period on the evening news. It tends to focus on the more dramatic things, which tend to be your mistakes.
I am so sick of hearing television either given the credit for or taking the blame for everything that happens, which is ridiculous. I was making a speech somewhere and a woman got up and she said, "It's because of you people and television, and because John Hinckley was watching television, that he tried to kill Ronald Reagan." And I said, "Hey, lady, how much television do you think John Wilkes Booth was looking at before he tried to kill Lincoln?"
Television's terrific. When I was a small boy, Harry Truman came through our town in Ohio, and he waved to the town off the back end of a train. And I remember my dad holding me up and waving to the president. And everybody went home and thought that they knew Harry Truman because he waved off the back end of the train. Now people see a president on Meet the Press, in press interviews, in press conferences, and so on, and they somehow think that that's not real. You know, the problem with television is Flip Wilson was right. What you see is what you get. Pretty much what you're seeing on television is the way the person is.
And so, there we are. The power of these instruments determines our choice for presidential candidates, and presidents must turn to television to spread their message. But are they prisoners of television, or are they its victims, or willing participants manipulating a shadow show? Television has whipped our emotions with debates and political vaudeville. Yet television can make peace, as Walter Cronkite showed when he brought Anwar Sadat and Menachem Begin together across the oceans to make peace in a single half-hour television show.
I want to discuss
the whole situation with the 120 members of the Knesset.
That could be, say, within a week?
You can say that, yes.
But I can assure you, Mr. Cronkite, as we really want the visit of President Sadat, we really want to negotiate peace, to establish...
John Chancellor, one of the greatest of the great anchormen, has said, politicians deal in a world of complexity, and TV deals in a world of simplicities. Can this world and this nation, ever more complex, be caught and explained in this torrent of simple flickering images? Whoever you are and wherever, you live in a world that has changed because television has changed it. Think slowly this year. Think carefully. You must watch television to see what is happening. But remember, vote your conscience and your common sense.
Like Gutenberg's printing press 500 years ago, television has changed our thoughts and our dreams. Television is now our link between events and history, between people and their leaders. For better or for worse, TV dominates the way we select our presidents and the course they chart for America's future. We hope you've enjoyed our look at television and the presidency. For Theodore H. White, I'm E.G. Marshall. Thank you for watching.